Hi, it's Livy, and I know it's been a while, so I thought I would make just a short video kind of helping everybody kind of catch up with where I'm at and where the channel's at and where it is going in the future. So the first question that you probably have is, where have I been? Well, quite frankly, I have been at the bottom of a dark, black abyss of depression. I've been really open about my mental health in the past on this channel, so I'm not really going to go into any kind of excruciating detail. But needless to say, I was not in a place where I could make videos and I guess even kind of engage with the social media and community that is YouTube. But I'm back and I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm just going to ease back into making videos. I just want to thank all of you, all of my viewers, and especially the ones that leave me really nice comments or the people who wrote me messages just checking in on me. I might not have been able to respond to all of them, but I did read them all, and they did all make me just feel happy knowing that you guys were wondering about me and when I would put out my next video. So yeah, I appreciate it. An extra big thanks goes out to my patrons on Patreon. I really would not have blamed them if they had stopped making pledges, because I mean, I was gone for the space of several months, and I mean, I absolutely wouldn't have held it against anybody. But most people actually did stay during this long dry spell, and I'm pleasantly surprised and really grateful. It's this small group of people that I think really is the thing that motivated me to keep going with this channel, even when things were difficult. And they're probably actually the reason why I'm making this video now at all, because I believe that without them, I probably would have given up on this channel. Which would have been a shame, because I like making videos and I have a lot of fun with it, and I like hopefully making content that is useful or entertaining to you. So before I move forward with the update, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all of my lovely, wonderful friends near and far, all of my patrons, all of you kind people, everybody who watches my videos, because even just your views do so much to help grow the channel. So another update about my mental health. I have finally found, after many months of searching, a space at an inpatient psychiatric facility in southern Germany. And yeah, they're going to have a space open up for me in July. I'll be staying at the hospital for about 6 weeks, and during that time, of course, I'm not going to be making videos. Except, of course, for some reason, if I really, really want to, and then in that case, I would make them patron exclusive, because I'm sure it wouldn't be excellent, riveting content that everybody would want to see on my channel. But yeah, in any case, I'm just really happy that I finally got accepted into some place. There's not enough facilities in Germany. I think there's not enough facilities in the world, and they always have very long waiting lists. So I'm just happy that I'm going to have an opportunity to kind of hopefully break through, I guess, to my next level of recovery. And with any luck, it's going to help prevent these long video list gaps in the future, because I won't be falling into holes so often. One more thing I'm going to mention before I announce the new series that I'm making is that I actually now have a post office box. And I mostly have a post office box for the purpose of trading stamps with strangers I meet on the internet, because I don't want them to know where I live. But yeah, I have a P.O. box if you want to send me anything. Like, I don't know, a postcard, or I don't know. I get quite a lot of messages from people who want me to test their PnP games, and honestly, I just really don't have the time to build them all. So if you would really like me to playtest your game, then I would suggest that maybe you make me a PnP copy and send it to my post office box, and I would be much more likely to try it out and give you some feedback on it. I will leave my P.O. box address in the description. So here's the biggest announcement that I'm going to make. I am starting a new video series, and this one is going to be all about 4 Against Darkness. So multiple patrons on Patreon have expressed their desire for me to make more 4AD content, and I love 4AD, so I am happy to oblige. For Against Darkness can be extremely intimidating to get into because though the core rules are simple, there are just dozens of supplements and it can be really confusing and intimidating to get into this game if you don't really know where to start and you don't know how to integrate the various expansion content into the base. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting a new guild of adventurers from scratch. I'm going to show you how I make my very first party and how I guide them through dungeons, and in the meanwhile I will teach you how to play base For Against Darkness. And then as time goes on, I will add in more supplements and kind of show you how you can flavor your game with bits and pieces of various supplements, and you can really make 4AD into a custom experience. So my first video is going to be about campaign journals, and the campaign journal is where you're going to keep all of the information and kind of the roster of adventurers that you have, and your funds and various other statistics and items and things all in one place, and it will help make your campaign very organized and kind of help things flow organically into a single unified story. I don't hear a lot of people talking about campaign journals, but to me they are really necessary, I guess, for me, just to keep everything in order, especially if I take a break from playing for a while. Then I can just go back and read what my party had been doing up to that point. So for your campaign journal, you can of course use a notebook or a binder, pretty much anything like that. But I'm also developing some of my own resources in the form of one big resource, which I hope will one day be pretty system neutral and you'll be able to play a lot of games with it. And that's called Livy's Tome of Adventure. And what it is, it's a series of pages that you can print out and you can put in a binder, and it'll just kind of help you keep your campaign in order. I made it partly for myself because I'm just happy to not have to write everything out by hand anymore. I only have a few pages out for the Tome of Adventure, just basically the most bare bones stuff that you would need to start a campaign. But you can definitely check that out and print that out if you want to be ready to make a party with me sometime hopefully soon. If you are a patron, you'll have access to that, and you will also have access to my custom character sheets, which I made for myself basically, so I didn't have to keep handwriting out all of my character sheets on note cards. These character sheets are basically just how I prefer to keep them. So this printable resource that I designed is really designed for a binder about this size. This is A5. I know that in the States people don't really use like the A4, A5 system. But yeah, any kind of smaller binder, basically like this, is sort of what I envisioned. But of course you can use a full-size binder. The print will just probably be pretty large. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are looking forward to it too. I'm really excited to help share the process of my little party of adventurers, leveling up, and in many cases also dying, and going through a whole bunch of wonderful adventures in the world of 4AD. Something that I'm not sure if you're all aware of, but actually the designer of For Against Darkness, Andrea Sifilagoi, I think that's how you say it, he until very recently lived in Ukraine. And he and his family needed to flee to Italy, and they had to leave behind their home and pretty much all of their belongings. So if you ever needed a reason to buy For Against Darkness PDFs or print books, I guess there's one there. I'm sure that the designer would really appreciate your support. Ganesha Games is a great brand and they make lots of great role-playing game products. Of course, 4AD is my favorite, but yeah, maybe take a look at their stuff and see if there's anything that you'd be interested in. I will leave a link to their web shop in the description. You can buy these PDFs on DriveThruRPG and I believe itch.io and a few other platforms, but if you want the maximum profit to actually go to the designers, then I suggest that you order through the official website. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I guess I don't have anything more to say at the moment, so yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.